I've heard one. There's actually a lament about the lending institutions. There have been phone calls about lending institutions. So the thing is, how many of these lending institutions would get to access our personal financial information? It's a good thing if one company, lending institution, calls us, so we know that this particular company get to access our financial information. But how about the other companies? So how do we opt out from these possibilities or scenarios? That's actually the threat. Worst, that can actually be a threat to one person.
Yung way to opt out, one of the rights I mentioned earlier, one of the rights of a data subject is to object to the processing of one's personal information. And another related right is to demand for the deletion or destruction or blocking of the processing of our personal information. So I think that's one of the ways. You exercise that right in relation to that particular entity in possession of your personal data. Siyempre, ang question kaya dyan minsan is, data aram to begin with, lalo na yung nakaka-receive bagang mga text na 50,000 peso loan, no collateral, tapos yung listado kung sisay. So, yan ang problem, how we are able to assert our rights over to these entities na we have no knowledge kung legitimate businesses sila to begin with. But for the legitimate businesses, legitimate companies na may physical presence, we're able to contact them. Yan ang sahiling ko pwedeng gibuhon mo. You assert your rights. Suratan mo si Data Protection Officer nila kung igwa, kung mayo, di gamiton mo pa itong leverage na aram kung mayo ka mong BPO. So, punduhon din nyo yan pag contact sa kuya, etc. etc. Ini yung sa mga online lending companies, very controversial because the consent that they obtain, supposedly, is from the owner of the phone. Not necessarily from the owner of those numbers. Pag nag-download ka ba kaning mga kasyalo, kaswagon, etc., etc., if you are that prospective borrower, if you download their applications, yung naman embedded si consent ninda, you are agreeing, among other things, na that lending institution will have access to all the contact numbers in your directory. And then supposedly, parang, so ang assumption duman is, posible itong araw na itong sitwasyon na sa setting ko, pwede kasi can I actually give consent on behalf of this, let's say may 300 contacts ako sa directory, it's their personal information, I cannot give consent on their behalf. So I think dyan ma-end up ang sa mga controversial aspects kaning cases with lending companies. Iba pa syempre itong mga non-compliance nila with other requirements of the Data Privacy Act. Pero that's one of the things na controversial dyan with the consent. Tapos pag sa opt-out, pag abot naman, yan, on the assumption na awareness in the Data Privacy Act, ako talaga yan ang i-assert ko na as a data subject, di ko aram to begin with na kinuha mo na pala si personal information ko, then I think you are processing my personal information without proper authorization. So I demand na you stop processing my personal data and better yet, delete my personal data from your database. We also need to be careful na may makitang basta-basta pinibirmahan or inaagrihan na kasi it's also very true na itong binigpita akong example ka sa bago na bank, nasabi ko pag naglaw kang ginamit mo first time ng debit card, among the terms and conditions duman is among the terms and conditions, ang sinasabi duman, nag-agree ka na ipoprovide actually nila sa information mo sa mga affiliates niya, sa mga marketing partners niya, sa mga loyalty program partners niya, sa mga iba-ibang credit entities, etc. etc. So, kung magkaabot yan sa kaso, ito ang i-anticipate kung i-argue man si lawyer nila. Pero kung ako man si abogado ka na si complainant, sabi, i-point out ko na kung gaano ka-flawed si consent mechanism nila, na mako ito si kino-contemplate na consent mechanism under the Data Privacy Act. In fact, it undermines the very idea of consent.